Some people don't become evil overnight. They grow into it slowly, quietly, behind intelligence, charm, and power. This is not a story about fame. This is a psychological breakdown of how Jeffrey Epstein became one of the most disturbing figures in modern history. Not to excuse him, but to understand how such a personality is formed and how it hides in plain sight. Jeffrey Epstein was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, into a working-class Jewish family. There was nothing extraordinary about his birth, no signs of the darkness that would later define him. But psychology teaches us something important. Early emotional development matters more than dramatic trauma. Epstein grew up in a world where status, intelligence, and success were seen as ways to escape mediocrity. Epstein was reportedly intelligent, quiet, and socially awkward, not popular but observant. Psychologists often note that social rejection, combined with high intelligence, can create a dangerous mix: resentment, superiority, and emotional detachment. When a child feels invisible, they don't always become weak. Sometimes they become cold. Instead of forming empathy, they learn control. Epstein didn't build deep emotional bonds. He built strategic ones. He learned early that charm can replace sincerity, intelligence can mask emptiness, and power can override morality. He briefly worked as a teacher, despite lacking proper credentials. This already shows a pattern. Rules were flexible for him, and when rules bend without consequences, entitlement grows. Psychologists often associate Epstein with traits such as narcissism, believing he was above others, lack of empathy, seeing people as objects, predatory manipulation, gaining trust to exploit, and grandiosity, associating with the powerful to feel untouchable. This isn't sudden cruelty, it's calculated emotional absence. He didn't seek love, he sought dominance. Money didn't corrupt Epstein, it revealed him. Money gave him access, silence, protection, and the illusion of invincibility. Psychologically, this creates a feedback loop. If I'm not punished, I must be justified. Over time, guilt disappears, only appetite remains. Cruel behavior often escalates when three things combine: 1. Power, 2. Secrecy, 3. Dehumanization. Epstein didn't see victims as humans, he saw them as resources. This is one of the darkest psychological shifts possible, when a person stops recognizing others as equal minds. That's not anger, that's emptiness. What made Epstein truly dangerous was not rage, it was calm. Predatory personalities often appear polite, intelligent, generous, and respectable. Evil doesn't always scream, sometimes it smiles. Understanding Epstein is not about fascination, it's about awareness. Psychology shows us that lack of empathy, obsession with control, unchecked power, and moral disengagement can turn intelligence into cruelty. Not all monsters look monstrous, and not all danger announces itself. The real question isn't how he existed, but how long people chose not to see. Psychology doesn't justify evil, but it helps us recognize it before it hides again. If this made you think, don't stop here. Like the video, subscribe to think again, and keep questioning the way you think. On this channel, we explore human psychology, mindset, and the thoughts that shape who we are. See you in the next one.